That's why it's very important for you kapag kayo kinasal na, you have to live and cleave. Kasi ang priority mo now is your spouse.
And you know, sabi mo nga, love, diba? Kahit nasa barong-barong tayo tumira, kahit sa bahay pa yan ng daga, basta tayong dalawa ang magkasama, let's do it. And parang for me, yung masarap na feeling kasi doon, love, like looking back, is to be able to build our life together.
Welcome back, Lovey. Welcome back to Staying Afloat with VJ and Camille.
Yes, we're back! Grabe. So, una sa lahat, I think it took us a while to really start recording again. Nagkaroon lang kami ng mga technical difficulties.
Bumps on the roads.
Yes, but you know, by God's grace, we're here. And I think I would say, better than ever, di ba, love? May mga few upgrades here and there.
Meron tayong mga bagong,
Yes.
kasama. Pinadala ni Lord para
Correct.
sa atin. And nakakatuwa lang kasi kay Lord talaga walang aksidente.
Yes, yes.
Kumbaga, they are here for a reason.
That's true. That's true.
And so blessed by what's happening.
Yes, and so excited to be back also, love. Na-miss ko talaga to. So let's start!
So ano ba ang topic natin for this episode, my love?
Alam mo, to be honest, it took us a while to really decide if we really want to talk about this. Medyo it's a trap. We're gonna be talking about
In-laws.
in-laws. Ayan. So let's start about us. Ako kasi personally, Mommy V, the mom of VJ, lives in the States. So I barely see Mommy. Siyempre, usually phone lang. Pero yung interaction face-to-face, bihirang-bihira, or if I may say, barely none, 'di ba? Daddy Joselito on the other side, VJ's dad, also far away. He lives in Isabela and he's 84 and being married for 9 years, both of them are living in a different place. Even your brothers, sila lang yung nakasama ko talaga ng medyo mas matagal kesa sa parents mo. So, if we're really gonna be talking about in-laws, medyo wala talaga akong masyadong masishare on that aspect because hindi sila malapit sa amin. Unlike you,
So ako lang pala ang mag-share dito ng experiences ko
parang gano'n na nga.
sa mga in-laws. So it's a blessing lang, love, no? Because, wala naman talagang perfect na relationship,
That's
especially
true.
with in-laws. Meron at meron conflicts. Palagi ko nga sinasabi, conflict is inevitable.
Mhm.
Kahit saan tayo magpunta, there will always be conflict.
That's true.
Pero ang maganda kasi doon is how you handle it, how you deal with that conflict. It will turn into a blessing
Yes, yes.
kapag na-handle mo siya properly.
Tama.
So our topic for today is about in-laws.
In-laws. Okay. So, these are the things that a couple should decide to do once they get married. Siyempre, pag anak ka pa lang, automatic yun. Na kapag sinabi ng magulang mo, ay susundin mo. But, when you start to get married, things will change, diba, love? Because now, your priority is now your spouse.
Right.
That's why our first point is actually live and cleave.
So live and cleave. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng live and cleave? In the book of Genesis chapter 2 verse 24, it says there, a man will leave his mother and father and be united to his wife. And the
Okay.
two
Shall
will become one flesh.
Okay.
So ibig sabihin, very clear yung book of Genesis eh. A husband will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife.
Yes.
Kailangan si wife na yung sinabi mo kanina, love, you mentioned your priority now is your spouse, no longer your parents. Ang sinasabi ko na you still honor them.
Of course.
You still honor them.
You
pero
still respect them.
ang priority mo na ngayon is your spouse.
Yes.
So, share story lang. Ito, totoong story to na nangyari sa amin. When we got married, tumira tayo sa bahay ni Mommy,
Yes. My parents.
Camille's parents,
Yes.
for 9 months.
Yes.
So, for 9 months, kasi ang reason mo naalala ko is, buntis ka.
Yeah. Okay, so when we got married, January 2017, I got pregnant right away.
Okay?
So Nala was like a honeymoon baby.
Okay.
So moving out wasn't a part of our plans, I remember. Parang hindi natin siya napag-usapan pa nung mga panahon na yun. As far as I can remember. So buntis, maselan.
Ako, naalala ko yung conversation para akong sinapsych. Parang, ngayon bago
Be
kayo.
careful.
Hindi. Naalala ko lang, yung mga naririnig ko, na parang, bagong buntis, syempre, mahirap
Maselan yan.
yan. So, dito muna kayo sa bahay. You know, I love my in-laws very much. Mama and Dada, you know how much I love you. And I'm so blessed kasi meron tayong open communication.
Yeah.
At yun yung talagang nakatulong doon sa kung paano natin hinahandle yung mga ganitong bagay. So, love, ganun yung naririnig ko Bagong buntis yan, maselan, dito muna kayo sa bahay. So, we stayed there for 9 months.
Yes.
And then after that, we decided to move out.
So after giving birth, I remember you told me, you said, love, before Nala turns 1, we have to move out. And I was like, what? Kasi with all honesty, ako yung anak. Magulang ko sila. It's very comfortable for me to be in my parents' house. May pagkain kami. Anytime gusto mong kumain, may pagkain. Ang nanay ko napakasarap magluto bilang isa siyang kapapangan. And that's her love language. She cooks for us.
Okay.
So that's, dun palang busog na. Libre kuryente, libre tubig.
Yun yung naalala ko sinasabi nila. Love.
Yeah,
Mas makakapag-ipon kayo
yeah.
kapag nandito kayo sa amin tumira.
Yes, and it's all true because it's really very convenient. So kung pag-uusapan talaga natin yon, ang sarap talaga ng buhay. So parang, but when VJ said na love, we need to move out, I know deep down in my heart na mahihirapan akong magpaalam sa parents ko because my parents are very clingy. Also being the panganay na babae, syempre, I don't know, they just gusto talaga ng parents ko sama-sama kami. But I know deep down in my heart that I have to submit to what you want. No, I believe in that. I believe in starting our own family. I believe in moving out and, having our own family tradition. Nakita ko rin yung struggles ni VJ na naiilang. I mean, of course, you're welcome. Pero syempre, hindi mo maiwasang hindi mailang. There were moments wherein, ang mga kapatid ko kasi, before VJ came into my life, we would sleep all in my room. Remember? Rafi and Mimi would sleep in my room. And then Nathan. So, ganun kami kaklingi. May mga kanya-kanya kaming kwarto, but we like to sleep in one room lang.
Okay.
So when VJ came in, my siblings would just enter the room because nasanay kami ng ganun. And syempre, minsan si VJ naka-underwear or naka-shorts or naka-topless. So parang siya yung, ano ba yan? Parang always may people dun sa room. And parang somehow, we kind of struggled with privacy. Right, my love?
Right.
Yes.
That's why it's very important for you kapag kayo kinasal na, you have to live and cleave. At that's what the word tells us na kasi ang priority mo now is your spouse. Kasi sa isang house, hindi talaga pwedeng dalawa ang hari at dalawa ang reyna. Kasi there will always be
conflict. Yes.
So, yun yung mga nangyari sa atin, no?
Yes. And syempre, ikaw, love, bilang lalaki, gusto mo i-exert yung leadership mo eh.
Hindi ko magawa.
Yes.
Hindi ko ma-practice.
Kasi merong mas authority sa'yo dun sa bahay na yun, which is our parents, my mom and dad. So, mahirap talaga para sa isang husband gawin yung job niya to lead and provide. If the thing that yung role na dapat niyang ginagawa, ginagawa ng magulang.
Yun.
Diba? So, yun yung problema.
Baga, ito yung gusto kong gawin but because there's a higher authority in the house, kumbaga hindi ko napapractice yun. At ang mangyayari sa akin, magiging passive na lang ako lang.
Exactly.
So once I get passive about, how
to provide and
provide,
lead.
how to parent our children, on how to I lead my wife, hindi ko na magagawa yun kasi ako, sunod-sunuran lang ako. Pero may magandang question Papaano kung hindi pa sila capable of
Moving
leaving
out.
and cleaving or moving out? Kasi wala pang budget
Yes.
Ano yung ma-advise mo doon?
Ako siguro, love, based on our experience, when we also got married, wala naman talaga tayong budget agad to move out. But nag-set tayo ng time frame. May target date. O in a year, our goal is to move out. And siguro, kami ni VJ, we're very simple. Hindi naman kami nag-desire ng bonggang-bonggang lilipatan. Ang gusto lang namin nung time na yon, our own place. I remember we first rented a condo unit in Eastwood. It's not so big. It's a 2-bedroom unit na sakto lang sa pamilya namin. And we started from there. Nagkasya yung budget namin. And sabi mo nga, love, 'di ba? Kahit nasa barong-barong tayo tumira, kahit sa bahay pa yan ng daga, basta tayong
Tayong
dalawa ang magkasama, let's do it. And parang for me, yung masarap na feeling kasi doon, love, like looking back, is to be able to build our life together. Nakaka-humble kasi siya eh.
Ako naman sa akin, love, yung point of view ko, no, mas nagkaroon ako ng hunger for me to do hard work. Kasi hindi pwedeng ayoko nung ganito. I need to provide. Doon mo mapapractice ngayon yung leadership mo kapag yung marami nang nakasandal sa'yo and you have to do what you have to do.
You're pressured to provide.
May pressure. Kasi kapag comfortable ka, kapag
Wala.
complacent ka, kapag passive ka, relax ka lang dun sa bahay ng in-laws mo, wala. Hindi mo ngayon ma-practice yung leadership mo. But when you are together and you start
Small.
syempre may mga dreams kayong mag-asawa.
Tsaka syempre,
Doon
yun
ka
sa
mas
current,
mapupush.
yung current stature nyo, kunwari, nakatira tayo dito. Siguro,
In a
kailangan,
year.
dapat a little bigger. I remember from a
Yeah.
condo unit, we moved to a townhouse. A little bigger space, di ba?
I remember
So,
that. Townhouse.
it was grabe yung fulfillment na parang may slight upgrade from what we used to have. And all those things were fueled by because nangangarap na kayo ng magkasama.
Yeah.
Parang for me, that's how I see that. So, going back to your question, what if hindi pa siya possible for you to move out? Para sa akin, siguro, yung kailangan there will be a shift kung sino na yung priority mo. So, dun time namin ni VJ, ang naging practice namin dun was that, syempre, VJ is now my husband. So, what he says, una, we make decisions together. We talk about it. Pag-uusapan namin yan. And then, kapag may decision na kami, I will be the one to talk to my parents.
Hindi pwedeng ako directly to your parents kasi that will come off,
Medyo...
it's not a good idea
Yes.
to do it.
I know my parents well. I
There
know
you go.
how they react. I know kung ano yung tamang approach sa kanila. So bilang anak, ako dapat yung kumausap sa kanila. I will be the representative
There you go.
sa
That's the
aming
word.
dalawa. Whenever we talk or I say to them our decision, I don't say, si VJ kasi ito raw yung gusto niya.
Yeah.
Na kunyari, I will not put VJ in a bad light.
Alam mo, yung pag-create mo pa lang ng sentence mo, VJ agad eh.
Problema na eh. Oo.
Ako na agad yung subject dun eh.
Yes.
So dun pa lang mali na.
At
Hindi na
saka,
kayo as one.
Pangit na yung tingin nila sa'yo.
Exactly.
Diba? Kasi parang napilitan, wala akong magawa eh. Sinabi ni VJ.
Parang ganun
But
yung dating.
yes, so I have to say, this is our decision. We both decided that we're gonna stay here and there. Or alam mo yun, kung ano man yun. Ako, parang it's always we, not just him. You
Okay.
don't put your spouse on the spot, especially if siya yung son or
Gets.
daughter-in-law. That's one.
Gets.
Another thing also is that whenever we have arguments, hindi ako magsusumbong sa magulang ko. Why? Kasi parents yun eh. Kapag ikaw nasasaktan ng anak nila, masakit yun para sa kanila. And it will stain or somehow taint the way they see your spouse. Eventually, magbabati tayo, love. Magiging okay tayo. Pero yung mga magulang ko, mahihirapang mabura sa isip nila kung ano man yung pinagtalunan natin.
O hindi talaga mawawala sa isip
That's
nila.
true.
yun.
That's true.
Hindi talaga mawawala sa isip nila. So you cannot badmouth or hindi mo pwedeng isang kalan yung pangalan ng asawa mo doon. Kasi ang instinct talaga ng parents is to protect their child.
That's true.
So that's why it's very important. Kailangan we.
Mhm.
Hindi kasi si ganito kasi yung asawa ko kasi or si ganito, ito yung gusto. Doon pa lang napapakita mo na hindi kayo as one.
Yes. Another conflict here that I see is that, love. Kapag nakatira kasi kayo sa magulang nyo, may utang na loob factor. Hindi man yun ini-implement sa inyo na, oy, dapat magkautang na loob kayo kasi nakikitira kayo sa amin. But by nature, because you are thankful, lumalabas siya. And how does it come out in marriage? Love, kailangan nating sundin yung sinabi nila mommy at daddy kasi nakikitira lang tayo sa kanila. And that can be a root of conflict also. That's why it's important na sa umpisa pa lang, ma-establish nyo na kung ikaw, ako, mag-aasawa ko, kung had I known better, love, I should have spoken to my parents and say, Mom, Dad, I'm getting married. And this time, VJ and I are starting a family and I hope you understand kung may mga decision po kami na sa aming dalawa at sana po maunawaan niyo yun. Have that talk with them.
Right.
Yun.
So, number one point is for us to live and cleave.
Yes.
Kasi again, the word tells us a man should leave his father and his mother and be united to his wife. And be as one.
Yes.
Ano yung number 2 point natin?
Our second point is actually very nice. It's healthy boundaries without dishonor.
Okay, so
Diba? You have to
nice.
set healthy boundaries, but you always have to remain respectful and humble. Because in Exodus chapter 20 verse 12, it says here, honor your,
Your parents.
parents. Diba? But it doesn't also say that you will allow them to control your marriage.
Wait, there's a promise. Honor your parents for you to live longer on
for
earth.
yes, for you to have
Kung
a
gusto
long
natin,
life.
for us to have a longer life, we have to honor them. But yung
Ganda.
sinasabi mo, love, honoring is different from obedience.
Yes, yes.
You honor them, you have high respect to your in-laws,
To your
pero that
parents.
doesn't mean to say that you would obey all the things that they will tell you.
Yes.
Again, kailangan si husband and wife yung united when it comes to
making
decisions, or
decisions.
magde-decide kayo sa kahit anong aspect, anything. Kailangan
Yes.
you need to be as one pa rin.
Siguro sa amin, one of the first or the common conflict that we would have with my parents is yung bakasyon.
Spending holidays.
Yeah, spending holidays.
Palagi natin nagiging conflict yan.
Correct.
Sa ating dalawa.
Also to us, syempre.
Sa
Kasi
ating dalawa.
ako,
Kung
syempre
saan
gusto ko
magpapasko.
kung anong gusto ng parents ko, gusto ko gawin. But I didn't realize that by always wanting to say yes to them, na nadidisrespect ko pala yung mga gusto ni VJ. Because as a husband, there are things that he wants to also do with our family.
I get naiintindihan ko sila na they want to have that tradition. Kung ano yung tradition na ginagawa nila, yun pa rin yung gusto nilang gawin kahit na meron pa ring asawa. Nothing wrong with that. But again, for you, sa inyong mag-asawa, you also need to build your own tradition as a family. Hindi po pwedeng kung ano yung ginagawa ron, susunod ka na lang lahat doon. Kailangan kasi makita din dito ng mga children natin, every Pasko pala, this is what we do as a family. Nang kayo lang. But also, don't forget your time with your in-laws.
Yes.
Kailangan, if you spend Christmas dito sa inyo, i-spend mo naman yung New Year sa kanila para hindi naman sila nafe-feeling na left out.
Yeah.
You know, I have this conversation with Camille's dad. They feel like na parang nawawalan kami ng time. And I admit that na parang kasi because of the things that we do, Monday to Friday, we hustle. And then kapag Saturday, may ginagawa rin kami for the ministry. Kapag Sunday, nasa church kami. And then we spend that time with my immediate family, kaming family. And then nakakalimutan namin na kailangan pala natin maging intentional with my in-laws as a parent si Camille. Kasi para ma-feel din nila na, binibigyan
Nandito
din nila,
kami.
nandito sila,
Oo.
binibigyan namin sila ng time. And you know, it was a blessing kasi na-open ko yun kila mama at kila dada na I'm sorry if you feel na wala kami masyadong time, but we will really be intentional on making time with you. So at least sa isang buwan, makita natin sila ng 3 to 4 times
Yeah.
a week. Yun yung naging
Once a week.
yun yung naging
That's our
usapan
goal.
namin. And mom says na, you know, she appreciates that, na nakikita daw niya yung effort natin to see them. Actually, hindi natin.
mo.
Effort ko.
Mm.
Kasi they know na as the leader of the house, ako yung nasusunod. Ako yung magde-decide ng mga bag na tayong dalawa. Pero ako pa rin yung magde-decide. So, kinomend lang ako ni mama na, I appreciate you, you know, going into our house ng surprise. Tapos, kakain kami sa labas. Sinasabi nila sa akin yun na na-appreciate nila yung time namin sa kanila.
That's true. That's true.
So, it was a blessing na may ganong usapan Kasi kung wala, magkakaroon na ng resentment sa puso ng bawat isa. And you started to, you know, probably mag-drift away na lang yung mga emotions.
Agree. And I think one of the things that we did in our family love is we opened that communication line with our parents, with my parents. Every time na feeling namin meron kaming disagreement or nasaktan namin yung isa't isa, which would happen a lot before, we would really talk to them. We would sit down with them and really talk. And this thing kasi, hindi siya naging practice in our family.
Yeah.
In our family kasi, pag nagkaroon ng hurt, ang style kasi hindi pag-uusapan, papalamig, tapos mag-uusap na lang ulit na parang walang nangyari. Pero para pag-usapan talaga yung hurt or yung situation na yun, hindi kami ganun. Hindi rin kami, it's not our thing. So when we started talking to them about these things, they kind of felt a little,
Awkward?
I don't know, maybe. But I think at this point, they feel better that we get to process it with them.
Yeah.
There were moments when actually a lot of times that we apologized to them. And parang,
I remember. Many times.
Many times, even kapag alam kong nasaktan ko yung feelings nila. And parang
And that
for
was not
me,
easy especially for me.
yeah.
Or for
For
both of,
many, I
for
think
many
for
of us.
many.
Pero there's a beauty behind it eh. Kasi mas pinapakita mo na kahit ikaw yung sabihin mo ng nasaktan or
Oo.
naging agrabyado, pero mapakita mo yung humility in you. Nakikita ng mga parents niyo yun.
Yeah. And I think it comes from the desire to fix the relationship.
There you go.
Na mas importante sa akin itong relationship natin kesa sa pakiramdam ko o kesa sa issues. It's, sometimes unforgiveness can really create a lot of tension and drift in a family. And for us, yun yung lagi naming goal ni VJ. Our intention is to always make sure na in humility, gusto kasi natin hindi tayo magkagulo-gulo. So yun, na-bless ako. And I remember there was one moment when we talked to them about something. And yung hurt pala na yun goes 7 years back. Natatandaan mo yun?
Yeah.
And I remember my dad.
What was that issue?
Yeah. Yung parang we just feel na parang they easily get upset with us or ganyan. And then we open it to them na parang why do we feel na parang mabilis kayong matrigger or ganyan, ganyan, ganyan.
And the reason was?
Yeah, and my dad said something like, ikaw kasi VJ, kinuha mo yung prinsesa ko. Oh.
Yeah.
And it was really, for me, talagang, na-feel ko talaga yung hurt ni daddy doon. But at the same time, it also felt good to actually be able to talk about it. And to share our hearts na sinabi namin na, Dad, we just want you to, siguro bilang mga anak, ang hinihingi lang namin sa inyo is yung support. Na supportahan niyo kami dito sa life that we are building together as husband and wife. Na be happy for us. Parang we appreciate it kapag instead of like criticizing us and telling us that we can't do it, mas ini-encourage nyo kami na kahit mahirap yan, alam namin na kaya nyo. And we had that talk with them. What we feel, how they feel. Apologies were shared, tears were shed, and ang sarap nung feeling na yun, na naging clean slate ulit tayo after that.
Yeah. Kasi it goes back ng sobrang tagal eh. Kumbaga, yung reason why meron kaming tension was because there were hurts from way, way back, 7, 8 years ago. And nagmamanifest yon on how we talk to each other. Nagmamanifest yon kapag kasama mo siya, parang nandun ka, you're physically there, but you are really mentally absent. You don't want to engage with them. So it was really a blessing for me and my in-laws na we have that open communication with them. Kasi kung wala talaga yon, I'm sure chaotic pa rin. I'm sure meron pa rin mga hurt, meron pa rin mga unforgiveness in our hearts. So, what a blessing na.
That's true. So ngayon, I tell them, like example, ito, nag-Holy Week, diba? So we would spend time with them. It's usually before the Holy Week. And then we would tell them, okay, let's plan. Ito yung schedule natin, buong pamilya magkakasama. Tapos itong date na to, hanggang date na to, we do something for our family. Ganun din kapag Christmas, ganun din pag New Year. May scheduling na nagaganap because we had to explain to them na now because we have our own families, we still make time for our big family gathering. Pero may scheduling na may time here, may time here. Ganon. That's how we set healthy boundaries at this point. Right, love?
There you go. So, any last words para ma-encourage natin yung mga listeners natin, love?
Siguro para sa akin, being a daughter-in-law, no? Siguro yun na lang. As a daughter-in-law, sometimes when you enter into a family, iba kasi ang relationship ng nanay sa anak na lalaki.
Okay,
Lalo na kung
okay.
ang nanay ay maalaga, maasikaso.
Okay.
So may parang passing down yun or parang ginigage ka ng mother-in-law mo na parang ikaw ba kaya mo bang alagaan tong anak ko kung paano ko to inalagaan? So given yun. Kasi a mother's love is really so great na kapag nag-asawa yung anak nilang lalaki, may expectation sila dun sa daughter-in-law. So as the person coming into the family, the first for me, yung siguro pinaka-advice ko is that come in with humility.
Okay.
Have an open heart and an open mind to learn. Ano bang matututunan ko sa mother-in-law ko? Ano ba yung mga bagay na pwede niyang ituro sa akin instead of like deflecting? Because I think some in-laws have problems because they're like, hindi ako ganyan eh. Hindi ako pinalaking ganyan eh. So, dun palang problema na. So, as the daughter, bilang ikaw yung mas bata, and you should at least always be respectful, open your heart kasi marami tayong pwedeng matutunan sa kanila. Most of the time, it's a change in perspective, love. Second, do not be easily offended. Because some of us, the reason why we have conflict in our families or relationships is because pusong mamon tayo masyado. But if we're not that way, then I think kung lalawakan lang natin yung
Okay.
pangunawa natin, baka mas magiging okay yung relationship.
Nice. Ako naman siguro, encouragement ko for our listeners is to show humility pa rin. Alam mo, sabi nga doon, di ba, pride leads to disgrace, but humility leads to wisdom. So, para sa akin, kailangan natin maging humble, lalo na tayo yung mga son-in-law. Kailangan mas tayo yung magpakumbaba. Kasi nakakahawa yun eh. If they
Yes.
see that you are humble, makikita nila yun na, oh, good things na ginagawa mo to
Agree.
stay humble pa rin. Kahit na you feel, unjust or ikaw yung nasaktan. Kailangan mo ipakita yung humility on that side.
What I'm getting from you, love, is that in any relationship, may isang tao doon na kailangan maunang
Magpakumbaba.
magpakumbaba.
Magpapakumbaba ka
And
talaga.
in our situation, as children, as the ones who are younger than them, we should be the one to do that.
There we go.
Diba? Nice.
Good job, Lavi.
Yes. Hi, Mama and Dada. Love you.
If you're listening, Mama and Dada, we love you.
And we appreciate you so much.
Yes. So, there you go.
So that's it for this episode. See you again on the next episode of Staying
Staying Afloat
Afloat with VJ and Camille.